I'm very excited to tell you that I finally started the last leg of my selfish content phase, which is podcasting. So I was just 5 minutes back, I was just recording my first podcast. I'm calling it The Journey of a You Marketer. And my agenda in this is to capture the journey week to week, all things that I'm learning, share the best nuggets, and I want to capture this. And I think it'll be really interesting in the next 5 years or 6 years to go back and listen to this. And I will make this sort of a journal, which is going to be very interesting for me. Dubai, fast cars. Anyways, I wanted to take a moment and talk to you guys about selfish content. There is very little conversation that anybody has done around this, and people talk about content has to be very, very helpful and valuable to others. But I think before you go on to creating value to others, you need to be better at creating that particular content piece. It's got nothing to do with the quality of your video, as in it's got nothing to do with the content that you're putting out. It's got to do with how are you, whether that's your camera presence, whether that's your voice modulation. How are you? Just because I think the technicalities and the craft of creation is something that is extremely important, and I know people get better at it as they create, and it really depends on what stage of a journey are you at. If you are an expert, and if you just have got your industry, if you got your industry in your hands, and all the expertise in your hands, and if you mastered all of that, then sure, go ahead and talk to people and share the knowledge. But if you are someone who's probably like me, who's learning at the stage, then I think creating selfish content is something very interesting. And the only differentiation of selfish content and other content is the fact that you are focused on creating content. The focus is on creating better content. That is it. Doesn't matter who engages, doesn't matter how much value it brings. Just be available. It should be it should be positioning you in the way you want to position yourself, but not necessarily everybody has to listen through the entire thing. It's just this process of growing through it every day. Just do it, keep at it until you get better. And the moment you feel now I can pick up the phone, or now I can just put on the recording software and I can just talk about it, I'm fluid at it, that's when you change your content strategy and you bring the selfless and valuable content out. And I think that's something very interesting. I'm excited about this process. I want to know, what do you guys think about selfish content? Cheers.